It's Hockey Night at Oswego here at the Marin Campus Center Ice Arena, a special Military Appreciation Night edition. I know freshman Max Novak have been trusting a lot during the season, but that may change. Defender Chris McMillan will be stepping back into, expected to be on the first power play unit. You see right now from the box score.
Traffic clear. You don't want the goalie to. You don't want your goalie to see. You got to make sure that the goalie can see the shot. You know, the goalie needs a clear line of vision. Too many times I've seen for both the men's and women's team for Oswego, they've let goals in where it's like.
All right, well, thank you, Coach Gosek, for not cursing in those 2 hours of footage that we had. And thank you as well for letting us into practice. I also want to thank Ryan Kroski and Reigenberger for shooting what had happened. But now, Schmitty and the Moes, how are we doing over there at the press box? What have we got going on for this game?
Hey, thanks, Levy. Great job done by everyone that worked on that. But now it's game time. We saw what they did in practice. It's time to go in this game, Nate. So
Absolutely, it's time.
What are the keys here? What do they got to do to get in this one?
We're going to hop right in. We're going to.
Oswego State women's hockey pregame show here on WTOP 10. Obviously a big matchup here today. The Lakers set for their first conference matchup of the year, the first of 2 games against the Buffalo State Bengals. We have some players to watch in this game, so we'll start with you, Dylan. Who's your player?
She's been all over the puck, and she's one of the few sophomore underclassmen for the Bengals on their forward shifts. Look for her to get in behind the net and kind of facilitate the puck from there, make good passes.
Obviously, they're both going to play a huge role in this offense.
At Oswego, she's the captain this year. She's been a major part of this program since she's been here. She hasn't got off to the crazy scoring start that others would expect, but that doesn't mean that she hasn't been playing well. She's been playing great. She's doing all the other things on the ice to help the Lakers succeed. So look for her tonight to really break out in the scoring department.
Much more of the same moving forward, but for now, we're going to toss it to the press box with Corey Slifkin and Nate Mosier, who have the call. They're going to give you your keys to the game. What's going on, guys?
Thanks, Seth. It's my season debut here in the CBB press box. So.
Moving forward, but thank you all for tuning in here to the Oswego State Women's Hockey pregame show on WTOP 10. I'm Seth Previtel, once again alongside Dylan Kuhn and Zach Brock. We'll be back after the first period for some more, but for now, we're going to toss it to break, and you can come back and listen to Corey Slifkin and Nate Mosier on the call.
They told me a bottle couldn't drink.
Over to Oswego side of the ice. Mariah Madrigal has been a stalwart for the past 2 years.
Absolutely, and we'll continue.
And welcome back to the Murano Campus Center for the intermission report. 1 period in the books. Oswego State Lakers up 1-0 against Buffalo State. Welcome back to WTOP 10. I'm Seth Previtel, once again joined by Dylan Kuhn and Zach Brock. And guys, Lakers leading by 1 after the first period. What are your initial thoughts?
I mean, it was pretty closely contested first period. A lot of opportunities on both sides. Oswego the only team to take advantage of one.
Really good Lakers defense. They couldn't set up camp anywhere in the zone. When they did get a chance, it was a quick shot, and Madrigal, who's been playing great, was there to stop.
Yeah, Madrigal's been unbelievable for these Lakers, shutting out the Bengals so far, as we're about to take a look at the stats for the game so far. And we talked about before, the Buffalo State Bengals out shooting the Lakers. What do you guys think so far?
Yeah, once again, I mean, we talked about it. You brought it up, Zach. A good point that Buffalo State, they're leading in shots, but their opportunities are all coming from odd man rushes and just coming off the break on defensive plays. They're not really getting any sustained offensive possessions, and that's really where you can set up good offensive opportunities. I mean, you can get good looks on the break too, but that's not a sustainable way of playing hockey. You really need to have set offensive possessions, and they're just not getting any of that right now.
I think the telltale from that graph.
Says we are underway in the last period of the first new HL game. Excuse me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Murano Campus Center for the Oswego State Lakers women's hockey postgame show. Lakers coming off a big win in their first conference matchup of the year against the Buffalo State Bengals, shutting out Buffalo 3-0. A lot of things to take away from this one, guys. Goals by Olivia Ellis, Aaron Stewart, Victoria Rankin, and a masterful performance. We have some final stats for you on the game as we take a look at them here. Dylan, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the big takeaway for me is the face-offs. It was pretty close through the first period, but then after that, Oswego started to pull away, and that's how they've been able to help their sustained possessions. Once you win the puck off the face-off, that gives you an inherent advantage, and they took control of it. It was very clear on the ice because they had a lot of good sustained possessions, whereas Buff State really did not.
Biggest takeaway for me, 33 shots, 33 saves for Mariah Madrigal. She played fantastic, and her defense was there to clear the puck when it got a little rough right in front of her. She just played great. She's got to have a good head on her right now going in tomorrow, and they'll play Buffalo State again.
Watch out for, not just Canton, but on the other side of the puck, this is the home team. This home crowd is ready for this game. What does Oswego have to do to put themselves in the driver's seat?
Three main things they got. Seems like there's traffic in front, so that's a problem. And then on the other side of it, you know, cover Josh Sova. He's a guy whose name comes up all the time because he's from an Oswego native, and he's the captain right now of that team. You got to keep him contained right now because he's got 3 goals already on the year, and then capitalize on the power play. Too many times they
to that, but guys, outside of this game, we have a couple other games going around in the SUNYAC. Let's take a look at that. A very big game. Over there you see SUNY Geneseo versus SUNY Plattsburgh, 2 ranked teams nationally. Guys, what do you expect to happen in that game?
Yeah, definitely came out on that one. I want to say Plattsburgh's going to come up on top, but Geneseo, definitely a great hockey team too, so they definitely have a real fighting chance against us.
Yeah, this is a statement game for SUNY Plattsburgh. After already dropping one to Canton, they drop another one. They're just going to keep sliding down and down. They don't want to do that.
Right. Now, guys, that game definitely one to watch out for. SUNY Potsdam, SUNY Brockport as well. Very good game there for the SUNYAC, but after, we're going to see exactly what happens in this game. Today, this is our focus right now. Thank you for tuning into the pregame show here on WTOP 10 TV. After the break, Schmitty and the Moes will have the call coming up right here on WTOP 10.
Aren't you Deborah Stanley?
No, you're having a little bit of clock difficulty right now. Now we're ready to go. Ref in the middle drops the puck. The Lakers win it. Scorpio moving it back to McMillan. McMillan passing it over across. Carter Allen could not handle it. Carter Allen fighting for it.
Okay, well, right before we go to break, we want to see one last look at the stats. Right now, the Lakers, keep in mind, they are leading 1-0. You're going to see right here 12 shots for the Lakers, 7 for the Canton Kangaroos, but attempted shots, 28 for the Lakers. Zach, I'm going to come to you first. What has Canton been doing right in terms of holding the Lakers down to only 1 goal?
Well, they're very close with the face-offs, winning 12, and that's huge. They've won a few in their zone, and they won a few huge face-offs when they were down 5-on-3, and they were able to clear it out.
Right. And Amanda, I'm going to come to you for this last question. The face-offs, you saw 40. A lot of questions yet to be answered, but I'm sure once puck drop begins, we're going to find those answers very quickly. Stay tuned here on WTOP 10 TV for the call. Nate Schmidt and Nate Moser coming up after the break. You're watching Laker Hockey on WTOP 10.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream.
Molinaro gets the front of the net. It comes out in front. Shot scores! Cam Berry!
His goal for the game now. We see here on the replay a really weak bringer towards the end, just way past Central Kansas. They couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, right there, he was just smart. He was there for the puck, took it down, great move, and that's what you need to see from any hockey player. It was a great finish by him.
My name is Alif Kareem. I'll be your host for tonight's pregame show. Alongside with me, Amanda Sapano, Zach Brock. Guys, how are we doing today?
Good, great day for some hockey.
Excited.
Excited for some hockey?
Oh, yeah.
Let's right into it. We had last week, and Oswego had Portland to face up against in their first SUNYAC matchup. They did come away with the 3-1 victory, but the 3-1 victory wasn't the full story. There was a lot more to it. Amanda, what exactly happened in that game that really stuck out to you?
Yeah, Oswego was 0 for 6 on the power play, which is crazy that they ended up winning that game because that's definitely something they want to take advantage of. They also had a 5-minute major, only 3 shots during that, something else that they really need to take advantage of when they had the opportunity. And they're also just way too many passing around without getting those shots off. So they need to get those shots off and just stop playing with the puck.
Yeah, you almost spent an entire period on the power play. But looking at the upside, Michael Gillespie, Sullivan, Emerson all scored for the Lakers. Looking forward this season, they're 3 key parts to a successful season for the Lakers.
Right, and based off what we see in the power play,